Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and share this video because today's story is pure political drama and you do not want to miss a second of it. South Africa is witnessing one of the most explosive political showdowns in recent history, and it revolves around none other than EFF's Deputy President, Floyd Shivambu. Once seen as a powerful and untouchable figure within the economic freedom fighters, Shivambu now finds himself under intense scrutiny, publicly challenged, and facing fierce criticism from two unexpected fronts, Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane and the MK Youth League. The tension reached a boiling point in a series of confrontations that have left political analysts, supporters, and critics alike questioning Shivambu's future within the EFF and South African politics at large. The MK Youth League, historically known as a bastion of militant and uncompromising activism, unleashed a scathing critique of Shivambu, calling out what they describe as betrayal, self-interest, and deviation from the core values of the party. In their eyes, Shivambu has become a liability, someone whose actions are not only undermining the EFF but also threatening the broader struggle for justice and equality that the party claims to champion. Meanwhile, Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane entered the fray with legal and moral arguments that cut even deeper. Known for her controversial and high-profile investigations, Mkhwebane's involvement elevated the conflict from internal party politics to a matter of national interest. Her assessments, reports, and public statements paint a picture of a politician allegedly entangled in financial mismanagement and questionable dealings, adding layers of accountability pressure on Shivambu that are hard to ignore. It's rare to see the combination of legal scrutiny and political condemnation converge so dramatically against a single figure, and this has sent shockwaves through the EFF's ranks. Shivambu, who has long been celebrated as a fiery speaker and a relentless advocate for economic emancipation, now finds his credibility under siege. His critics argue that his recent actions show a pattern of prioritizing personal ambition over collective party values. For the MK Youth League, this isn't just political posturing, it's a call to realign the party's leadership with its original revolutionary ethos. The public showdown has been punctuated by sharp statements, social media outbursts, and open letters, all of which portray a leader on the defensive, scrambling to protect his reputation while navigating an unprecedented wave of criticism. Adding to the drama, Shivambu's detractors are framing this as a pivotal moment not just for him personally, but for the future of the EFF itself. If a high-profile figure like Shivambu can be openly challenged by both youth activists and a constitutional office holder, it signals a shift in the power dynamics within the party. Young leaders, long frustrated by perceived compromises and lack of accountability in the EFF's hierarchy, are now emboldened to speak out. Their involvement signals that internal mechanisms for dissent are gaining traction and that loyalty alone may no longer guarantee political survival within the movement. The showdown has also ignited debates across the country about leadership accountability, political ethics, and the balance between personal ambition and collective responsibility. South Africans are watching closely as Mkhwebane's investigations and the MK Youth League's criticisms converge to create an unprecedented pressure point. Media houses, social commentators, and political analysts are dissecting every statement, every action, and every response, trying to understand whether Shivambu can weather this storm or whether his political career has entered a terminal decline. What makes this confrontation particularly gripping is the interplay between legal scrutiny and political activism. Mkhwebane's investigations focus on the rule of law, financial probity, and adherence to constitutional principles, which are critical for public confidence in elected officials. On the other hand, the MK Youth League's criticism is rooted in moral and ideological grounds, emphasizing loyalty, party ethics, and revolutionary commitment. For Shivambu, this dual-front pressure means that defending himself requires navigating both the court of law and the court of public opinion, a task that is proving to be extraordinarily difficult. Social media has become a battleground where every comment, tweet, and post is amplified, dissected, and debated. Supporters of Shivambu attempt to defend his legacy and question the motives of his critics, while detractors use every opportunity to highlight alleged failings, inconsistencies, and breaches of principle. The energy surrounding this political showdown is palpable, and it's clear that the outcome will not only impact Shivambu but also reshape perceptions of accountability, loyalty, and transparency within South African politics. Some observers argue that Shivambu's predicament is a cautionary tale for all politicians operating in high-stakes environments. Influence and power can provide significant advantages, but they also come with intense scrutiny. Once revered figures can quickly find themselves at the center of public ire if their actions are perceived as self-serving or inconsistent with the ideals they claim to uphold. In this sense, the Shivambu showdown serves as both a political drama and a broader lesson in governance, ethics, and the fragility of public trust. While Shivambu attempts to defend his record and assert his loyalty to the party, the combined force of Mkhwebane and the MK Youth League suggests that reconciliation will not be easy. There is a growing narrative that this is a moment of reckoning, one that may redefine leadership standards not just within the EFF, but across South Africa's political landscape. Whether Shivambu can emerge unscathed, adjust his approach, or find a path toward redemption remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: the political tension surrounding him is far from over. The implications of this showdown extend beyond party lines. Citizens are increasingly interested in political accountability, the ethical conduct of leaders, and the mechanisms through which power can be challenged and balanced. Shivambu's clash with Mkhwebane and the MK Youth League is a vivid demonstration of how power is never absolute, and how societal expectations, institutional oversight, and grassroots activism can converge to check political authority. Ultimately, this explosive confrontation between Floyd Shivambu, the MK Youth League, and Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane is a defining moment in South African politics. It is a drama of ambition, accountability, and ideology, one that has captured national attention and sparked passionate debates in every corner of society. The outcome will likely influence leadership dynamics within the EFF, set precedents for political accountability, and serve as a reminder that even powerful figures are not immune to scrutiny and dissent. As the story unfolds, South Africans and political watchers alike will be watching closely, analyzing every move, every statement, and every response. One thing is certain: this showdown is far from over, and its reverberations will be felt across the political spectrum for years to come.